So this is a Bailey Pageant Champagne. I'm going to take you around the van and show you how it operates. Stabiliser handle pushes down, locks in place. To lift it on enough or to attach it to the car, pull the handle up, wind the jockey wheel down, and then the handle will drop down into place. Breakaway cable will go around your tow ball, and then you've got your mains lead to go in the back, or the lead to go into the back of the car. Jockey wheel you'll lift up for towing, make sure it's all the way down, or all the way down before you unhook it off the car. Handbrake you'll put down, release when you're ready to tow. Front locker, gas regulator with yellow gas shut-off valve. Turn the valve 90 degrees to turn off the gas supply completely. On the bottle you'll have open and close, so you'll have the gas bottle on the open position, and the fitment to the bottle is always a reverse thread. Coming down the side of the van, you've got your wind down legs on either side of the front of the caravan. So you wind them up and down with the bar that's provided with the van. Motor mover and wheel nuts. The wheel nuts will be torqued before it gets delivered to you, and the motor mover will demonstrate the motor mover later in the video. Then got your grey waste pipes coming out the side of the caravan, and that's where your wastewater comes out. You've got your heating flue for the gas systems on board the van. So you take this cover off, the cover will be on when it's not ignited, and that's the way the gas escapes the side of the van. Then got your water pump connection, so as you can see, water coming into the side of the van. The water pump end will drop into the aqua roll, and you'll connect it in the side of the van, filter in the top for the water system itself. Toilet flush tank at the back of the caravan takes 3.5 litres of water, so you'll put 3.5 litres of water in here and a cap full of the pink fluid. In the bottom you've got your toilet cassette. Release it by pulling up the yellow handle and pulling towards you. The neck that you see here is the waste neck to tip the waste out of, and then you've got a yellow pressure relief button on top of the cassette, so when you're tipping the waste away it doesn't spit and splatter back at you. You will need to put in there a litre of water and a cap full of the blue fluid before use. On the back of the van, as you can see, the wind down legs on both sides. Behind the door you've got your fridge vents to allow the heat to escape from the rear of the fridge. Again, the wheels and motor mover. Battery box with your two connectors. It's 12mm nuts, 12mm spanner you'll need to release the nuts. Your mains power lead coming in the side of the van, and behind there you've also got your motor mover power switch. And then you've got your leg winder, front leg on this side as well. Going inside of the van. As you can see, we've got water connected up to the van. I'll go through that in a second, how to fill the water system. When you first come in the caravan with your mains lead connected, you're going to turn on the master power and your lights. So as you can see, apart from the two front lights on either side, all the lights come on the light switch just here. You've got your awning light for the outside of the van, and then your water pump run on this side. To fill the water system, the first thing you're going to do is come underneath the seat just in front of the door, and you'll see a yellow valve just down on the floor. Can't see it very well in the video due to the light at the moment, but that valve needs to be parallel with the floor when you're filling the water system, and you'll lift it upright to drain the water system down. When you receive the caravan, there will be no water in the water system. We'll drain it down and got it ready for winter for you. So to fill the water system, as I said, you'll put the switch down underneath the seat so it's parallel with the floor. You'll then open up each tap on board the caravan. As you can see, it's already got water in the system, but to bleed the system you'll open up each tap on the hot side. Open all the taps up, the same as the one in the shower. Also, I'm just going to turn them off at the moment because it's already full. But what you'll do is, once you've got all the taps open, you'll come over to the pump switch, turn the pump on, and that will start filling the water system up on board the caravan. Once the water system's full, and what you will notice is, as the water system is full at the moment, you should be able to see steam coming off there. There we go. So the water system is nice and warm and working as it should. We've actually got it ignited on gas and electric at the moment, just to speed up the process of warming up the water. So to warm the water system on electric, you've got the switch just down on the side here, so you'll flick that onto the electric side, and this dial here spins. The grey dial on the outside spins, and you'll put it around to the gas symbol. The green light is your pilot light, and if it failed to ignite for any reason, it would appear with a red light. That may just mean that the gas bottle's turned off, or the gas system hasn't got any gas through at the moment, and you may need to bleed it on the hob, as that is the last point of the gas system. On gas, you can control the water temperature between 30 and 70 degrees of water temperature. On electric, it's a preset temperature of around 35 to 40 degrees. I'm going to turn that off for now. just so it starts cooling down before I drain the system down. The fridge, next up. So ignite the fridge on gas, you'll spin it around to the gas symbol here, holding the gas valve on the far side, and it will clear up in a moment, the video, hopefully. There we go. And what you'll notice is when it's not ignited, the little red line just here will actually be in the white, and when it is ignited, the little red line will actually go around into the green. Hold it in for 5 to 10 seconds after it's gone into the green, then slowly release the gas valve to let it ignite. To control the temperature on gas or electric, you've got the temperature control for the fridge on the right hand side. To go to mains power, you spin the dial round to the main symbol just here, and again you control the temperature on the right hand side. And if you want to run the 12 volt system, so when you're towing down the road, essentially when you connect to the car, you'll be able to run 12 volt to the fridge and it will work the fridge as a cool box. To turn the fridge off, you spin it back round to the 0 position, and that is the fridge turned off. The hob, you'll best bear with me for a second so I can ignite this. I'm just going to put the tablet up so you can see what's going on here. Hopefully it will stay on. The rings may cut out in a second just because of the fact I haven't held the gas valve in for long enough. As you can see, all ignited and all working on gas. Turn all those off so they can cool down. You never shut the glass lid down until they are completely cool, because if you put the glass lid down while it's warm, it could actually smash the glass lid. The grill, be a little bit harder to show you. But hopefully you can see it. Oh, you can't quite see it, but it is ignited in there. You can see the blue reflection at the back there to show it is ignited. The oven next. You'll see just there that it has ignited on gas. The heating system on electric up on the wall next to the hob, as you can see. You'll need to have the main power switch on, and you'll need to select the power supply that you have available on the caravan site you're on. So for instance, if you've got 500 available, you turn the grey dial to the 500 watts, and then you'll control the temperature of the heater on this dial just here. And I can assure you it's getting rather warm on my leg at the moment, as you can see. The heater is just down below. So like I said, control the temperature of the black dial, turn the power supply to where you need it to be on the grey dial on the outside. If you want to ignite the heater on gas, you'll spin the dial on top round to between 10 and 9. Hold down the gas valve, and in the window just down here, you'll see the pilot light just there, as you can see. So as ignited again, you'll hold down the gas valve for 5 to 10 seconds once it has ignited and slowly release the valve. You can then control the temperature on the dial on top. If you want to use blown air on the caravan, you can use continuous blown air by putting the switch here over to the fan symbol, and that means the hot air will come out the vents around the van. The dot in the centre will allow the heat to come out the front of the heater, and the A on the right hand side is automatic blown air, so essentially that means it will cut in and out with the thermostat on board the van. To control the fan speed, you've got a dial on top here, a bit like in your car. The lights at the front work on 12 volt, so when the mains power supply is off, you'll need to turn off each switch individually around the van. The other lights inside the van will turn off with the main master power switch. Last thing on the inside of the caravan we're going to demonstrate is the toilet system. You've got a pump flush on the toilet, so you'll pump up and down to flush the toilet. And then you've got your grey waste handle here at the bottom, which you will need to open to allow the waste to go in the cassette down at the bottom of the toilet. When you are using the toilet, or when you're removing the toilet cassette, should I say, you need to make sure the toilet is actually pointing straight across the van towards the shower. If not, it won't allow you to remove the cassette from underneath the van. You have got a full indicator light up here just to let you know when the toilet cassette is full. So the next thing I'm going to demonstrate, when I'm going to grab one of my colleagues just to help me demonstrate the motor mover, will be the motor mover itself. And while we're in here, I'm just actually going to drain down the water system completely. Now it's turned off. So just underneath it, lift up the valve, and that will allow the water system to drain completely. So I'm going to turn all the power off as well while we're in here. So everything's turned off. As you can see, everything is now off, and all the isolators are off by the door.